Hey everyone, this is Josh from CollectionDX.com here with another review. Today we're going to look at the new R2-D2 Black Series as seen in The Mandalorian. But what's really interesting about this is it's a whole new R2-D2 sculpt from the one that we've been using in the Black Series so far. And it supposedly has better proportions and more gimmicks and stuff. So let's open this up and take a look. Check it out. And here he is, the new Black Series R2. It's nice. It's really nice. It's in better scale. It's got some more features. It's very clean. There are some small issues with it, but we'll go over them bit by bit. So let's look at the articulation. You know, you've got that going on. You got that going on both sides. Head turns, and notice the head turn is not tied to the third leg anymore. Warning at home, I'm going to use this X-Acto to open these, but do not use these at home if you are not skilled or you are not an adult. You can see here we have little doors for the accessories to plug in, and this is very similar to the way that the accessories in the Galaxy's Edge droids work, where you just have holes and you just plug them in. You also have a little compartment up here that you can pop open to put more accessories in. Now you might ask, where are the accessories? Well, they store inside. I don't know how I feel about this. On one hand, I like the accessory storage. You know, I like that you don't have to kind of put them back in the package when you're not using them. I never saw R2 do this. From what I gather, it's basically meant to replicate what happens when your R2 unit goes into like an X-Wing. So the R2 unit gets, you know, lowered or raised in, and then this sort of separates, and you know, I think that's what I read. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna go with that. So you have a kind of a little lubrication gun. You have the, I think this is like a welder. You have the COM port connector. You have a pair of grabbies. You have your pop-up scope and your radar scope. So obviously the pop-up scope can go in the connector here. And you can see we have a little pop-up scope there. This leg will go in, but it's hard to get out unless you have fingernails. So again, if you have a tool, so you pop it all the way in. I use a tool to kind of coax it out. Another nice little detail of this is that these arms are functional. Yeah, functional things there, but notice that this bottom one does not like to open as wide as the top one does. Top one opens wide, bottom one just a little bit. Whatever. But it's a neat feature that they've added. Another little Easter egg of a feature that I noticed, when you have the leg out, it rotates. So there's a little joint in there. Now, I don't know that I've ever seen this joint rotate in any of R2's appearances. It's probably possible. I don't recall it, but okay. So overall, I mean, pretty cool. There's a few things I don't like about this. One, the gap between the leg here is very straight and nice. And on this side, it warps out. Probably could take a heat gun to it and straighten it out, but again, shouldn't do that. I don't like that these aren't little rollies on the bottom. They should roll. If you're gonna do like the sort of ultimate version of this for a Black Series, they should roll. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it. It does scale better to your Black Series figures. So here it is next to Luke Skywalker. Here's the thing though, is all right, so they've fixed this, but now all your other R2 units are out of scale, and it's now an opportunity for them to remake all the other units in the Black Series that they made before. You can make them again. Another thing I don't like is that there are some features that aren't on this. So for example, Episode 1 R2 has these jets, and you know, sometimes they would achieve this by removable panels. Doesn't seem to be removable. There's no lightsaber in here, you know, so they're definitely reserving we're going to do a Return of the Jedi version. We're going to do a, you know, episode 1 version, that sort of thing. I'm sure there'll be a battle damaged one, yada, yada, yada. But I like it. It's like $25 now is the new Black Series price. And I feel like it's probably worth $25. It's nicely done and will look good. I didn't need it because I was perfectly happy with the other Black Series one, which is here. So why is it different aside from scale? Well, first of all, the original Black Series one, way back in the day, which is this one, has the turn the head to raise and lower the center thing. You can obviously see that there is a difference in size. Also, I hate when I take down toys I haven't looked at in a while because I'm missing my side panels. I don't know where they went. I like that this had different panels that opened. So you could have, you know, one for one kind of thing and another panel for another kind of thing, depending on where it was. This one, I think you just have, well, actually, let's test this theory. Do they all open or just that one? Yeah, so just that one. Oh, wait. I stand corrected. 2 panels open. 2 panels of them open. And they probably, had I done my research, I could probably go, oh, the periscope came out of this one and the radar came out of that one, but I don't remember. But that's cool that they give you different options there. All right, I'll stand corrected there. Another thing I don't know if you notice or not, too, from this, in this light, is that they are slightly different shades. So the vintage Scots, is it vintage now? The original Black Series one, much whiter. This is more of an off-white. You know, whatever one you like. I also liked that this original one had little rolly wheels at the bottom. I kind of like the door open and accessories kind of already there, but you only get, you know, one of each accessory. But there's another player on the field that people may have forgotten about. This is the Bandai model kit. Those black box Bandai model kits that came out a few years ago. It's almost the exact same scale. So it's pretty much right on in terms of size. And they made a lot of droids in that scale, so if you want to quickly like ramp up your droid allocation in this new larger Astromech size, the Bandai kits are, you know, affordable and way to go. However, they're also very infuriating. As you can see, I've lost most of the little cables here that connect because they were just so small. But I also now realize, now that I'm looking at it, that I put it together wrong, that I put these pieces on backwards when I built this stupid thing. So, yeah, hindsight, you know, that's going to bother me now. So, I don't know. It's cool. It just, like I said, it's a nice revamp. I'm glad they kind of scaled it up, and I'm a little bit like, oh, no, I'm going to have to buy an R5. There's already an R5-D4 coming out, or is already out in this size. And I'm sure they'll just keep making all, like they do, all Astromechs of different kinds and limited editions and battle packs and all that. Hell, I would collect a whole subline of just Astromechs because I love them so much. So, yes, this is the new Hasbro Black Series R2-D2 from the Mandalorian, but I think it's pretty cool. It's a nicely done upgrade, and I'm glad I bought it. So that's a comparison of the other ones for you guys. Josh from CollectionDX. See you next time.